actually wrote some words that he wants to share with you.
Well, I wrote a reflection for eBoard and just kind of my time for the 2 years. And Ani suggested that I read it at closing ceremony. And when Ani suggests something, you don't usually say no. And even when I think about it, she suggested that I be IVP as well. So I wrote this, and when I was first considering to be IVP, I was trying to figure out my life and the next years of my life and how UNAVSA would fit into my 5-year plan. But little did I know that VSAs have been shaping my plans, goals, and me for years. I joined VSA at UNW-Madison late in my freshman year. It was then that I would actually see other Vietnamese kids outside of my church for the first time. Before that, my friends were predominantly white. And though they were my closest friends, I never felt in the right place. Parts of me fit in, but I was never whole. Without having VSA experience, I don't think I would have ever felt whole. I would not have felt passionate or proud of who I was, and in turn would not have been able to grow more confident as a leader or even as an individual. And I would be far from the person I am today. So I asked myself, why benefit so much from VSAs and not give back when I have this opportunity? And I did not have a good reason not to. I am so thankful that I chose to run and was given the opportunity to be a part of this wonderful organization that has impacted me so much. I could not have asked for a better set of friends to have spent my 2 years with on the UNAVSA board. We are all so different in personality, but it just worked. I'm sure I was not easy to work with all my expressing of my frustrations, even though I'm sure I was the one who caused most of the frustrations. But I really want to thank each of you for making this journey easy, fun, and nearly painless. I could not have enjoyed it without all of your support, and you may not have recognized this, but I have learned many lessons from each of you. If there was an award for the most hardworking and dedicated e-board member, it would have most definitely gone to Vu. During our first year, we declared you MVP of eBoard. And even though I wanted to think that I held it for a portion of the time, I really don't think any of us ever took that title from you. Your work ethic and passion reminded me each day that what it was to persevere and work on things that you love. I thank you for letting us force our way into your life. There are those times that you call me on high, and as you're on, I hope to continue to be a part of your life, even if it is still forced. Dad, you constantly reminded us how important relationships were while working. We are all volunteers, and sometimes we hit lulls, and it is our relationships that keep us going. Not only amongst eBoard, but also relationships with other people on staff, from CPP to core to conference. I know we have this sort of friendly competition, and I always end up giving you crap, but I've never met a person more loyal and dedicated to putting in time to relationships. In our busy world, that is overlooked and undervalued. So thank you for being the cheesiest of us all, and keeping our bonds, and being the glue that keeps us together. Ani, first off, I want to thank you for believing in me and seeing it in me to run for IVP. Though I was interested and I second-guessed myself, my abilities and qualifications, I know why you're so good in sales now. You help people find value. Your day job and maybe finding value in specific insurance policies, but here you help us find value in ourselves. Your ability to find and understand people's strengths is unmatched. Some of you might not know this, but, well, she just mentioned it. This is her second eBoard term. That's 4 years. 4 years is a long time. It's as long as a college career. You've probably seen some of the attendees go into college and graduate college. Throughout this time, you were unwavering, and I've never heard you once complain or become frustrated with anything. I like to think that I generally have a positive mindset, but I let frustration get to me. I have seen you work and you never let an ounce of negativity be present in your work. And most importantly, in those times, you still continue to put others at the forefront. Thank you for your leadership, guidance, and friendship. I know you will continue to push me and believe in whatever it is I do next. And real quick, I also wanted to share just like this quick reflection on just UNAVSA in general. Even though most of the time I spent was with them, it was the relationships that I've had with all the members that I've met in my long journey. To help jog my memory, I actually gathered some of my mailbox notes that I've had for the past 2 years, starting with my UVSA SoCal mailbox up until this last staff retreat. If I had to go back and rewrite one of them, I would say, dear, insert probably any core member, chief member that I've ever worked with, thank you. Thank you for your dedication and time to UNAVSA. I know with your passion and energy, you're going to do so much for UNAVSA. I couldn't imagine doing half the things you are when I was your age. Keep at it. I'm excited to see the results that you are all in. I am constantly inspired by members of UNAVSA, even just yesterday at the TCL, or sharing a tear with those in my lost and found discussion. But during my term, I've been inspired not only by members' successes, but their challenges. Their ability to manage school, work, extracurriculars, and VSA. Not only to manage them, but to do them well. The moments that I will remember most with all those that I've worked with is those late night calls or Facebook chats with the director when they shared their struggles. In those moments was when I was truly able to see leadership born. I didn't do anything in those conversations. All I did was say, believe in yourself, push through it, and you will succeed. And 100% of those times, it was all due to their dedication and belief in their committees to come through. Nothing that I did at all. I've been privileged to work with so many great individuals, and I do want to take this opportunity to thank all of you. You may have not known it, but you've inspired and impacted me, and it's been an honor to see you grow from core to directors, and now to some of you to e-board. Lastly, I want to just think about UNAVSA conference and how for me it has been an annual family reunion that I have never had. We spend time together sharing stories of 3 conferences ago, catching up on the past year, and of course making new memories. This is my 5th conference, and I've heard people say that if a friendship lasts 7 years, it will last a lifetime. But I think that psychologist has never been to a UNAVSA conference because I have brothers and friends here that I can see lasting for a lifetime. There must be a shorter rule for long distance friendships. So for those of you that are at your first conference, if you've met that bro or bestie at conference that you have been clicking with all weekend, don't wait to add them on Facebook. Get their number, see what they're doing after lunch, because you may not, it'll be another year before you see them. Or for those looking for other digits, maybe your boo for life. So I guess after all these reflections, what I realized was that these past few years with them wasn't about a position or a role or a learning experience, but being a part of a family. A family that I have seen grow, a family that has had my back, whether it was helping me with projects or personal, by sitting sad with me on a Skype call, listening to sad music. And most importantly, a family that has shaped who I am today. How can I reflect on learning and growing with a family? And now that my term is up, I ask myself, can you ever leave your family? I have gained too many brothers and sisters to feel like this is just the end of a term. So to the future e-board, future and current staff that I've met this weekend, I and the rest of e-board are just the big brothers and sisters going away to college that are only a phone call away. We know that this family will grow and be safe in your hands. So I'll just wrap it up by saying, to the first-time attendees, welcome to the family. And to the returning past attendees and members, thank you for letting us be a part of your family.
Thank you, everyone.